All right, Doc. So it's been a whirlwind of activity. You and I had some comms, right before the show, during the show and stuff like that about what we were going to talk about. Kind of wanted you to give your best guess. But even since that time, the landscape has changed. It's been reported now Terrion Arnold, who was feared to possibly miss the entire season, will now, in fact, be expected to make a recovery, possibly be back within a month. And you're, full disclosure, you're not affiliated with it. Spitball this for me, Doc. Like, what are we doing out here?
I mean, overall, when I'm on record saying I'm expecting him back in 4 to 6 weeks, right?
Right.
I think it's a simple strain, grade 2, no tear, no long-term IR. Then this morning came out, and I'm like, oh, my God, I have to correct myself. And now I like the second opinion. Sometimes what happens is you see a surgical individual, and sometimes they start favoring surgery. Then you see someone like myself who's non-surgical, sees other remedies to get to the same outcome. And I think, we haven't heard anything about an MRI. We don't know what location. It's a shoulder. So we're talking about the ball and socket. There's a lot of anatomy there. And this is a strong individual. We didn't see him like no break. We're not hearing about a break where there's questionable rumor of an AC separation. You're looking here. This is from the back. Looking at you from the back of the rotator cuff muscles is really what they're showing there, and you have the bicep tendon in front. So really it's the collarbone coming into the shoulder where that AC joint is, which is easy to dislocate. There we're taking away some of the anatomy to get to the shoulder again, but those are the rotator cuff muscles, the internal rotators, and the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, which is on the back of your shoulder blade, which is what you're seeing. But we're not hearing it's a rotator cuff. They would call it out if it's a rotator cuff. I think this is more of a mild separation. He probably has some disruption to the ligaments inside, which is the labrum. So those, like the ball and socket, like we're doing my beautiful anatomy, comes in. Those are the big 4 muscles across, which is the rotator cuff muscles. Then there's 2 ligaments inside that hold that joint in tight. If I had to guess, it's probably you have a partial tear of the labrum. Now, I'm guessing, but that's something where, is it completely torn? Is it partially torn? Can some secret sauce speed up that healing? I think they figured out, I think Adam Scheffler, he kind of jumped the gun. He should have waited for the second opinion. I think the second opinion is probably more of a functional, non-surgical opinion where we're seeing a little bit more. And that's kind of what I do. I've done that a lot in the past where I am the second opinion. The surgeons sometimes jump the gun that surgeries are only, if you only have a nail, if you only have a hammer, you always want to hit the nail. So they don't always think outside the box. So that's kind of what I'm guessing. I could be totally wrong, but my history of seeing shoulder injuries like this, that's kind of what's going on. You got a mild tear of the rotator cuff. You got a partial tear to the labrum. Can you play without the labrum? Yeah. Mac played, I don't know how many years without a full labrum involved.
Yeah. My shoulder's been out since 93. Yeah, I tore that thing right out.
So, was it there? Is it there? What's going on? Does he need time to rest and heal and recover? The story's probably going to unfold in the next 24 to 48 hours. But if we're predicting today and you're pushing me, I think that's it. I don't think it's an AC separation. I think it's a partial labral tear. We're not talking surgery. Excuse me. We're not talking surgery, and that kind of makes the most sense for the instability of the shoulder.
Hey, for all the haters out there, whatever, he's probably going to have to come back with a brace, because my biggest thing until was I could never raise my hand, right? So defensively, it's not his legs. He's a DB. He's got to run. Maybe the brace will help him not, for all the people that think he's too handsy.
Don't D-Mac, don't start with us. Right
What
now.
are you talking
We fought
about?
that
I think it's a blessing in disguise. No, but in seriousness, right, we're talking about a shoulder. So as long as he can endure the hitting and be able to tackle, like he's not going to lose the speed, and we're not talking about a knee or anything like that. Yeah. So I like it in that aspect.
313 and the 919 in the chat, Doc, backing up to what you were just talking about in the chat, said, I bet it was an AC joint dislocation and they feared a repair. That is not the school you are coming from. Maybe.
No, unless somebody knows something that's not publicized right now. Nobody's saying AC joint. AC joint separation is not really the shoulder, but we know that not everybody is accurate in their anatomy with some of these reporters.
Well, let's get to the bottom of it, Doc. That what people want to know: is there a secret sauce for this sort of thing?
What's our secret sauce meter? We need a Doc Pierce secret
Yeah,
sauce.
is this? Are you digging in a
1 to
big
5
blob
meters.
of secret sauce? Like there's different
This is
secret
probably
sauces.
on a 5 scale, probably a 4.
4.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right.
Four.
So
You know,
we're in
this
the upper
is-
echelon.
Yeah, I mean, this is something, if it's not surgical, there's a lot of the biologics. I mean, Mac did it far after his career. But, I mean, he's a walking testimony of what we've done with some secret sauce with him. And the point you make, that's good and bad. Hockey is a lot of below the shoulder. When you have shoulder injuries, you don't want to be above. So, yeah, maybe he will have to work a little bit more, but that's also going to prevent him from returning to play because he does need to get above shoulder height to reach because he's not that tall. He's going against tall receivers, so he plays a lot of the game above his shoulder height.
Steve Wilds, I will not ask this question the way that you asked it to Doc. I will clean this up and make it professional. Doc, will this be a pain tolerance issue for Terrion Arnold going forward, in your best guess?
Well, like if you've listened to me, it's always zero pain, full range of motion, 80 to 90% strength before you return. So it's a combination of all that. So it's the partial answer is partially yes. But you do have to have full range of motion. You can't get by as a hockey player can, where he can stay below his shoulder height for a majority of his game. Basketball can't do it. Football can't do it. But some linemen can stay below. But when you're talking about D-backs and things like that, again, he's a little bit shorter. He plays a lot of the game above his shoulder height. So, yeah, pain tolerance will be part of it. I think as we keep rolling and winning, you're going to see some of the philosophy of last year. We had a lot of injuries. We had a lot of people recovering, and we had next man up. I think if next man up does well, which you have a lot of motivated people, then we're going to let them recover a little bit longer. If it's like, hey, we're really getting beat on this, then you're going to see him recover. And then the question is, him at 80%, is he better than our current guy at 100%? So those are the things that will play out over the next 3 to 4 weeks.
All right, Doc, as we wrap this up right here in the chat also, I'm Salty says, now this one I will give it in the tone that he said because it did kind of make me laugh, even though it's kind of ridiculous. But, Doc, does your shoulder hurt you if you continuously hold on to something, like maybe someone else, like a wide receiver? Sorry, I didn't mean to do
No,
that
because
one.
that's that's above. That's
Right.
below if you're holding.
Yeah, it's the above that's more of an issue. The hand checking, it's part of the game. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
but maybe he'll work on his foot speed, his skill set during this time, because like Max said, this is a shoulder injury. You can work on your speed. You can work on your change. There's a lot to work on, and maybe this is where he works on his foot speed and how to stay up with these guys so he's not holding on to them.
All right, Doc, we appreciate you coming through in the short fashion like that.
Shedding some light.
Yeah, shedding some light on the shoulders.
The DJ Reed and hamstring is also,
Yes.
I think we're going to leave a big question mark on that, out for the season or indefinitely. I think that's a question mark too.
When we talk about IR with a hamstring, are we talking tear?
Typically, you're talking a partial tear,
Okay.
not a complete. A complete tear is maybe what they found, but I don't see it. I don't feel it that he's out for the season either.
Yeah.
So I think he's another one where we need to take the 4 weeks right now, relax, and look see what happens over the next.
You were in the building when that one happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in the building. So
He came off, and I said it was premature excitement with the cart. So I might be wrong, but I'm still going to hold on to my first opinion.
you're always working, Doc. Appreciate you,
I'm
man.
always working.
There he is.
You
Doc.
guys keep me busy, Lions for all.
Yeah, well, the
Between
NFL.
Woodward sports injuries and the Lions injuries, we got plenty of material.
Shout out, Maz.
Shout out Maz's elbow.
No doubt. But a big thanks to Dr. Pierce for coming through from the Michigan Sports and Spine Center.